What is your name? Who are you? Where are you from? How long have you been here?
My name is Rochelle Peterson. I've lived here for almost 6 years. Came a week after Ivan, and this is what I call home. I came after I finished school, but my family and I had vacation here since I was 11 years old and always knew that I wanted to be here. And I decided to move, got a job, and I've stayed here ever since.
I mean, when you came, I'm sure it was a little different, yeah?
Yeah, it definitely was.
What can you say is the difference between then and now? I mean, it's been about 6 years.
Then we left our keys in our car. We weren't concerned about really locking the doors at night. But now I look behind my back. My father brought mace down the last time he came. I mean, that's such a change to even have to think about that or be concerned.
You made friends who either live here, who from here, who are not from here, all different walks of life. Mm-hmm. How has your experience been living here for the amount of years that you have?
I've loved it, and that's one thing I like about Cayman is that you get to experience the rest of the world at your doorstep, but at the same time you're experiencing Cayman and its people. But most of my friends have grown up here, are Caymanians, and I've been the one to sit and watch people come and go throughout the years. But now, I'm the one that's supposed to leave next year. So I feel like the roles are being reversed, which is difficult because to me, I feel like this is home, but I know that immigration doesn't feel that way.
I came to watch Honduras, right? Okay, my dad's Honduran, so that's my roots. My roots is also Honduran, as it is Caymanian. You've been here 23 years, so clearly you are Caymanian.
Yeah, I feel I'm part of the community, yeah, very much.
So, what do you think, to you, what means Caymanian to you? What means, considering you've been here so long?
Well, basically, I cannot go back to my home now, to Honduras, and I could go there for a temporary time, like probably a week or a month, but yet I start missing my island after that. So basically, I know I have a little island, a little heart there that says Cayman is my home now, pretty much.
Caymanian to me is to love yourself as your nationality and to be yourself, not to try being like anybody else. I don't know the word to say, but also to keep your culture, because we follow in a lot of different countries and different things. I think we should keep our own stuff, make our own ideas instead of following others. So to be Caymanian is to be ourselves, to me.
I think being Caymanian is all about independence and representing where you're from, because we're a small country and a lot of people still don't know about us. And I don't think it's necessarily your nationality, because there are a lot of people here that weren't born in Cayman that consider themselves Caymanian. And I don't wrong them for it, but they get a lot of criticism and a lot of other opinions saying, oh, you shouldn't call yourself Caymanian. That's not what Cayman's about. Like, we're one people, to me. One people, to me.
A lot of people say, well, you're Caymanian because you've become Caymanian. You've become, that person. But others would be like, dude, you're from America.
Right, and I didn't grow up here. And I understand that. I agree with that argument, and that there needs to be protection, I guess, for the Caymanian people and to preserve the culture. For someone to point a finger and say, you need to leave, you don't belong, is a generalization. I find it unfortunate that there is reason for people to say that because of past experiences, but that doesn't mean that they can categorize everyone and label them. Like myself,
You've been coming here since you were 11.
Yeah. The negative experiences that they've had just shouldn't be filtered or influenced across the board. But I do want to respect the fact that they grew up here, I didn't. They do have rights, just the same, you know, if they were to come to my country.
Right.
And I respect it. It's just frustrating, I think, on a personal level. But I'm not sure how to word it. I don't ever want to leave, but there's no way that I can stay. So
Well, it is a bit prejudiced sometimes when it comes to if you are real Caymanian or you are not real Caymanian. But basically, how can you tell who is a real Caymanian? I mean, because we don't have like a long way back. Because you got Cubans that came to the island a long time ago, and now they're Caymanian. Now they call themselves real Caymanians.
We are a mixed sort of society from even the beginning. Even with slavery, when the Europeans bought the first slaves from Africa and started to bring them to the Caribbean. In Cayman, it was sort of unique because the slave master and the slaves had to come ahead and sort of live together cohesively.
What about your friends? How do your friends feel?
they're in disarray. They say we'll find some Caymanian man for you to marry. No, done it, been there, tried that. No, I'm just kidding. Or name it, any business you want. We'll start up a business. You know, different things like that, because people understand how I feel, and I guess they're kind enough to put themselves in my shoes. You know, I'll be a partner. Just find, you know, anything you want to do. I trust you. You're an honest person, which I think is very kind and generous, but at the same time doesn't seem honest to me, because if I wanted to start a business, I wouldn't want to do so just to be able to cross the red tape or find a loophole or slip around the laws that are existing, and they're there for a reason. I want to be here because I am supposed to be, and I legally can be. In my heart, I would know that I've done something dishonest.
You don't have to born in a place really to say call yourself a real Caymanian at the same time, right? I think that once you know the culture and you live with the community, and you give to the community, I think you should be considered Caymanian. If you feel that in your heart, really.
I remember Holiday Inn. My mom and dad actually worked at the real Holiday Inn, if I must. Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of my memories as a child living here, mm-hmm. you know, are.
Yeah.
Because that was what, you know, that is what's actually what we would say is Caymanian, and it's gone.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be in conversation with people and they'll reference, oh, you remember Sharkies? And I'm like, yeah, Sharkies. And they look at me like, how you know Sharkies? Or, oh, I missed the Almond Tree, you know, different restaurants. And I can jump right into conversation with people because it's a part of my history.
Almond Tree?
That was my favorite.
You
didn't have any lobster left when we were done. All you can eat lobster.
So y'all the people who used to eat out the lobster.
Sorry. And my daddy, not me. How was that? Was that good for Caymanian?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm practicing.
Yeah. That was actually quite good. Now we're talking.
What is a true Caymanian? What is a real Caymanian? I'm going to go ahead and say that is a person who definitely has a genuine love for the country itself, the island, the beauty of it. I mean, a genuine love for it. I mean, secondly, is someone who talk like me. The person who talk like me.
Now we're talking.